Have you become a slave to your baby monitor? Are you confident in your technique to get a baby to sleep in his or her own bed? During your newborn's first few days home, your top priority is targeted at what is best for the baby. You are willing to sacrifice sleep for your baby's well-being, and sleepless nights are just a small price to pay. That is until about the 6th week. At this point, you having to wake up every few hours starts to get repetitive. By the 3rd month, you end up acting like you're sleeping and praying that your partner will go grab the bottle for baby. You don't even remember how it feels to not be exhausted. The great news is, most babies begin to sleep through the entire night between their 3rd to 4th month, if you allow them to. Unfortunately, most parents unknowingly motivate bad sleep habits for baby that end up lasting for many years, causing you and your child stress and a low temper. If your baby is 6 months plus, and is still up through the night, it is time for you to get with the program. In all actuality, it's never too early to begin teaching your baby good sleep habits. Follow this baby to sleep in own bed tips and tricks guide that will guarantee a wonderful night's sleep for you and your baby, with no FERBERIZATION needed. Also, after this video, if you want more tips to get baby to sleep through the night from decorated child psychologists, then be sure to click the first link in the description to learn how to put baby to sleep fast and easily. No more sleepless nights, and stressful days. After learning this one amazing secret, you and your baby's entire life will change for good. Before we get started with this baby to sleep in own bed tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. And comment down below, "I subscribed." It really helps the channel out, and allows us to reach more moms and dads that need our help. Without further ado, let's begin. As a new parent, one of your top priorities will be to establish good sleeping habits with your newborn. Your baby needs to learn to sleep on his own. The transition from sleeping with his mother to sleeping by himself takes some time. Of course, as an added bonus, if you get your baby to learn to sleep on his own, you will also get some much-needed rest for yourself. The problem is most babies tend to get their days and nights confused. They'll end up napping all through the afternoon, and then wake up to play at bedtime. But not anymore, because today we're going to fix that. Infants can in fact be taught the difference between night and day from the moment you bring them home. All that is required is you providing the correct cues. Here's one technique that will get your child in a good sleep rhythm. Wake your baby early tomorrow morning, and develop the daily routine of always waking at the same time every morning. Place her crib near a window, and keep the blinds risen. The natural light that comes in assists babies in organizing their circadian rhythms. Letting her nap with the window open also helps this process. If your baby wakes from a nap in the daylight, they will understand that it is time to get up. If they wake from a nap at night in the dark, then they will learn to go back to sleep. Next, at night, begin some quiet rituals. Stick to a specific bedtime routine. Try to dress your child in her pajamas, and put her down in her crib for the night with the lights off. Just before tucking her in, read a story, or sing a song. Either of which helps your baby's motor and sensory system to slow down. The sooner your child begins to associate nighttime with sleep, the more likely he is to be able to go to sleep without a fuss. If your baby requires nighttime feedings, this can also be a great time to teach your baby the difference between day and night. The best tip in this situation is to keep your nighttime feedings very soothing and relaxing. Keep the lights off, and do everything you can to avoid stimulating your baby. But during the day, make feedings a time of action and stimulation. You can tickle their feet, or sing songs, so they subtly understand the difference. Since every baby is unique, pay close attention to what your baby responds to and is most soothed by in the evening. Bath time may be calming for one baby, and rejuvenating for yours. Since every baby is different, sometimes your baby may require a different caring touch to be ready to settle in. In that case, here are 3 bonus techniques to get your baby prepared to sleep in their own bed. Tip number 1. Try what is sometimes called fathering down. Just before placing the baby into bed, the father should cradle the baby in such a way that the baby's head rests on the father's neck. The father should then talk gently to the child. Because the male's voice is much deeper than the female's, babies are often more soothed by it and will fall asleep more easily after being exposed to it for some time. Tip number 2. You can also try what is sometimes referred to as wearing down. This is effective if your baby has been active throughout the day and is too excited to go to bed easily. All you have to do is place your baby in a sling or carrier and, in other words, wear him. For about half an hour before his bedtime, simply go about your regular household activities. The act of being close to a parent and slowly rocked about before bedtime will provide your baby with an easier transition from being awake to being asleep. Tip number 3. If you've exhausted other options, you can go for the tried and true method of driving down. Most parents are probably familiar with this as a last resort. Place your baby in the car, and drive around for a while until he or she falls asleep. This one, while inconvenient, usually works every time, and if you desperately need some sleep it can be a godsend. Obviously, you don't want to do things like drive around every night to get your child to sleep. Nor do you want to have to carry him around in a sling every single night. The idea, though, is to start with these more drastic techniques and then slowly ease out of them. Keep in mind what a major transition your baby is going through when he is tiny. He's never slept on his own before. He simply doesn't know how to transition himself from being awake to being asleep. By employing these transition techniques you will be slowly teaching him how to do so, and as they are gradually removed, your baby will learn good sleeping habits, which will ensure that both you and your child get a good night's rest. If these tips helped you, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. That helps us out a lot. Also, don't forget to check out more tips and tricks to get baby to sleep through the night from decorated child psychologists by clicking the first link in the description below. Until next time, see you soon, great parent.